back to Between the Ribs with Jonathan Morris on Florida Man Radio.
So here's what I think is the biggest problem. Riddle me this, riddle me that. I think there's going to be an awful lot of pushback, obviously, from the mainstream Democrat liberal media. CNN, the boys over at MSNBC-ish.
Yes, you got it right.
Nailed it. You know, who are the other ones? Wall Street Journal, New York Post, all those crap hole places, right? There's going to be a lot of pushback. The pushback is going to be out of anger because it's going to alter their way of life. But it's going to instill fear in the American people.
Well, just follow the rules and don't try to cheat.
Well, hang on. Listen, forget all that. All that.
I've forgotten.
Part of the reason the Farm Bill will not pass is because Republicans want to stop paying so much for environmental climate control, climate change studies in a farm bill. They also want to cap how much the SNAP payments are. All right, now, they're not saying we don't want to help out kids and do discounted lunch and have programs for kids that need it, but let's regulate it because, for instance, we don't use it, right? Because we felt bad about using it. We don't need free lunch anymore. There was a time in our life when we needed discounted and free lunch for our kids.
Because you had 8 kids in public school.
Right. But there was a time when we needed it because we didn't have a lot of money. But right now, our kids can pay the $2.75 for lunch.
What? It is for something. $2.75. We are in the same county. It is for something per lunch.
Oh, that was $2.75. Maybe breakfast is $2.75. Lunch
yeah,
is.
I think breakfast is under $3.
Okay, so we can afford the lunch and the breakfast. Now we do breakfast here at the house now, and he makes breakfast every morning. And then 2 of the kids. Well, I think Julian gets packed. Well, they get a packed lunch some days. Some days they eat. But here's where the farmers and the people on the Republican side are doing it.
Do you pack them steak?
Yeah, whatever they want. Whatever. We normally do leftovers. So whatever we had the night before, and you put it in the Tupperware form and then send it off to school.
Oh, my gosh.
So they eat whatever we had the night before. Normally it's leftovers for lunch.
I bet their friends are jelly.
Their friends are made out of jelly?
Are jealous.
Oh, got it. So here's the thing they're saying. We don't mind doing SNAP, but can we relook at the program? Because we have people that make $150,000 a year on SNAP.
How embarrassing for them.
Why are they getting free lunch when we have kids that actually need it?
Well, SNAP isn't the free lunch, though.
Whatever SNAP. What is
SNAP is like the EBT, the isn't that the one where they give you a card and you
so
can buy
SNAP
your milk
SNAP is the new WIC. Women, infant children, where they give you the checks and the milk and all that.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
So I'm kind of putting both of them in the same sentence. So you have the discounted free lunch, and then you have the checks or the card for women, infant, and children. The Democrats try to make it look like the Republicans are these big, bad people that just want to take things away from everybody. No, they're just saying when the lady pulls up in the Navigator, right, and she's got on $400 sunglasses, just because she's black or Spanish, and that doesn't automatically qualify her for all this free stuff. Obviously, she has enough money to have a $60,000 vehicle. She can pay for her kids' Infamil, right, or get a cheaper car, right? That's all they're saying. They're saying we need to monitor who's getting our money because they have people that go. And I've told this story 100 times. There was a time when my mama needed it back in the old days. And they went in, and her and her friend Jackie Culberson got denied for everything. My dad was a farmer. Buddy was a farmer. My mom had 4 kids. Jackie and Buddy had 2. They were living day for day. What came out of the field is all we had. And they embarrassingly went into the HR department, and filled out the application. Got denied on the spot. And then sitting in the same room was a lady who pulled up in a Cadillac, fully loaded gold Cadillac.
That's why she was out of money.
This is back in the early 80s. Pulled up in a fully loaded Cadillac. Walked in and left with checks. They gave her the stamp, the food. This is back with food stamp. They gave it to you. She left with them, bragging about the bread she just broke. Meaning like she got.
I tried, when I was out on my own as a teenager. So at some point I was without groceries,
right,
for quite a while. And I tried to apply for some of those things and they told me I had to have a child.
I get it. I understand. I do understand that part maybe a little bit, right? But my mom and Jackie got denied because they checked the white box And that lady got approved because she checked the black box. And they talk about this systemic racism in America. But when you go to get government help, God forbid you need it, you better lie about who you are. Because if you put down that you're a Caucasian white American, you ain't getting no help.
I think you can avoid putting that down now. We're all mixed with something.
We should be. And it may not be that bad as now in 2024. But back then, if you walked in and you were black or Hispanic, you got whatever you wanted. There was no questions asked.
Yeah,
and you got the maximum amount. If you walked in and you were white, they assumed you got family, you got resources, you've got other ways.
That is so racist.
It is. And it's reverse racism. And it's a small...
It's just racism.
Right. And I'm not trying to unpack that bag, right? I'm not trying to unpack that bag of racism. But follow me with this. American people will team up with the media because they're scared. It scares them. Because we have been taught since, and I don't know if it was Clinton or if maybe we go back to Nixon, maybe Carter. I don't know who started it. I'd have to do some research. But we went back, we changed America. And America came the rich uncle or the grandma, grandpa, mama, daddy, where you can go out as a person and not be good, not have work ethic, do kind of whatever. And you're a victim. And mom and daddy will always bail you out, either out of jail or out of the financial situation you're in. 35-year-old people, Mama, my car broke down. All right, honey, I'll fix it for you. Mama, I need a transmission. All right, I'll fix it for you. Or, Mama, I ain't got no place to stay. Or, Mama, I'm in jail again. Right? Our government has turned into grandma, grandpa, mama, daddy, great uncle, whatever fits that box for your family. And we have become the bailout government. Our forefathers never intended it to be that way.
Oh, they'd be rolling over in their graves if they saw all the stimulus money we got from COVID.
Yes, our forefathers never envisioned America to be a bailout, handout country. America was made where it's like, hey, you, guess what? Go to work.
Yep.
Make as much as you can make.
Yep.
And if you fall, you fail, get up, dust yourself off, and try
work
again.
Harder.
And try again. Come up with another idea. And if you want to go over there in the corner and spend all you got on beer and die in a horse trough, go for it. We'll bail you out back. Right?
Yep.
We have become the salvation nation for everybody. No one, and when I say no one, I don't mean anybody, because there's people like us that work hard, we try things, we innovate, we roll the dice. I mean, just what we do with content alone was rolling the dice, We don't have to get a paycheck coming from anywhere. We have to make everything we do, to buy the laptops, buy the everything we did, we created, and I don't think we're going to fail. We're doing pretty good. We're full
fine.
steam ahead. But you used to have a choice to quit or try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Is that a Rihanna song?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child. Can Vivek and Ramaswamy and Vivek, what's his daggum name? Ramaswamy and Elon Musk, can they flip this thing fast enough?
Yeah, I can. They're already working on it. There's going to be a lot of really upset people when all of a sudden they don't have jobs or don't have any money to blow around.
Yes, and here's the thing. And you were involved in a conversation. Well, you overheard a conversation the other day between Amy and I.
I was trying to not.
It was loud. It was aggressive, but that's how we talk. Hey, listen, sometimes, and we're not mad at each other. We're just talking through what we had to talk through, and emotions fly. Sometimes dirty words fly, and then we apologize. We kiss and make up later. But if you heard what I told her, there are times when we just have to turn the water faucet off. There are times when you have to call everybody in our area that we work with and be like, hey, listen, we need 8 days to get everything back in order. We got to get some money piled up. We had a hurricane. We had a storm. We lost power for 10 days. We threw out $12,000 worth of product, that we couldn't sell, that we'd already put all of our money into. We'd already
Could you have
raised
just gone down there and taken it out of the freezer and just cooked it and just eaten it? Like 12, I mean, I know that's a lot of meat, but my heart, those precious cows, could they at least have been eaten?
I don't have enough cookers in all of China. And here's the problem. When you go to be like, hey, I'll give it away, everybody you call, they're like, dude, I ain't got power either. I don't got power either. And then,
Barbecue.
I wish I could, but then we've done that in the past, and then you end up throwing that away, and you cost.
After all that work.
You spent more money cooking it because people, they won't come out. They're not going to come out, and you think they would. And, you see these
They're
stupid
using this stuff from their freezer first.
Yes, you see this stupid stuff on social media where it's like, hey, we had a community barbecue with 10,000 people during the. some of those things go, but not as much as you would think, right? So now you spend all that extra time and money and all that trying to cook it, and then it still goes bad. And unfortunately, here's the unfortunate part. When you call the food banks and you tell them you lost power, now they no longer can guarantee did it get above 42 degrees at any point? Because, part of regulation is, and this is for a good thing, to not kill people, cold stuff stays below 42 degrees. Mm-hmm. Hot stuff has to stay, hot. So if you lose power, unless you have like a timer or something to say exactly when you lost the power, if you can't guarantee documentation on when you lost power, by law, due to liability, the food banks can't take it. So a lot of people are like, why don't you just donate it all? Because they won't take it.
You're right.
And then you call the zoo, and the zoo's like, man, we're cleaning up from the store. We can't take anything right now. It's a mess.
You called the zoo?
Yes.
Oh, that
Why
was
not?
nice of you.
The lions, the tigers, all
That was
the
really nice.
the buzzards, they all, whatever the vultures they got out there, they all eat dead meat,
Oh
But-
my gosh, and they would have been eating prime. Oh,
But they don't, and I know people don't understand this, but this is why we need Trump in office, because a place like that should be able to say, hey, we don't have red tape no more. We don't care. We'll take it. And if we can use it, great. And if we can't, no big deal. We'll throw it away. But it leaves us with no options but to go dump it all in the dumpster. Because in good conscience, you can't risk
I know.
recooling it and selling it to a customer.
All of us, everybody listening is like, oh, $12,000 in meat that we could have.
Yes.
I mean, I get it. But it hurts.
We got
all
one.
Of us.
We got one phone call from FEMA. Right? They came out. They talked to us on the phone, and I'm not saying this because I sound black on the phone, but over the phone, it was nothing but, yes, sir, Mr. Morris. Yes, sir, Mr. Morris. We're gonna have somebody out there tomorrow. We're gonna take care of this. We're in your area. We'll have this wrapped up in 3 days for you. They came out, met us in person. They ain't never been back. They took pictures of what we were throwing away. Once they met us in person, they ain't never been back. Now, I'm not saying that's because we're a white family butcher. I'm not saying that. I don't know why. Over the phone, we told the guy our story. He guaranteed us this would be quick. It'd be done in 3 days. We'd have our money. And when he came out to see everything, we had all of our paperwork. We showed him our costs. We showed him what we normally sell for. So we showed him what it costs us to do it, what we normally sell it for, the money we would have made. And all he was like, okay, I think this is everything. Somebody will be in contact. We ain't heard from him since.
Crazy.
Right? We're out $12,000. Now, that doesn't.
Now, will insurance cover any of that?
I don't have insurance for that.
Okay, I don't know these things.
Yeah, there's no insurance for loss of goods, Like, there's no insurance for act of God clauses, I guess.
Okay.
So even the insurance has act of God clauses. So this was an act of God, And I don't have insurance on my cooler equipment. I don't know if I can because I don't know if I can get it. I don't know.
What was that whole house warranty thing that they used to have? My mom had it, and Sears would come out and fix everything.
Yeah, I don't think they do that for business shops.
I don't think Sears does that anymore.
How much time we got?
About 30 seconds, a minute. Go for it.
We're going to do a minute. We're going to do Farming Under Fire when we get back. But, guys, I want to tell you about MorrisMafiaGold.com. This company, 7K, I'm with now. You can get basic access for like $140 a year, VIP $269 a year, or do what I did, Amy and I. We did the Legacy VIP access. I know it sounds like a lot of money, $599, but you pay it once, you never pay it again. You're in for life. That gives you the ability to buy, sell, trade, invest, and sign up people under you to help. It's kind of levelish, but it's not like an Amway type scam. It's a legit company. But you're allowed to have people underneath you. So there's multiple ways to earn money or just buy silver and gold and have it shipped to your house. That's what Amy and I are doing.
What's the markup on that? If you're buying like $5 worth of silver, how much are they charging you? Are they just charging you the $5 for the silver?
No,
because it's going to go up.
Yeah, so you pay. So right now, silver is $33 an ounce out of the ground.
Okay.
But with this company right now, you pay $38.70.
Oh,
but
that's almost nothing.
No, you pay. It's literally $5 more an ounce, but it's clean. It's guaranteed. It's been
spendable.
tested, and it's spendable. Now, since Amy and I started buying, we bought a lot of the Trump coins because we didn't know, we didn't know how it's going to go down. So we bought some of the collectibles, and we also bought bullion. Bullion is just like you would carry it around in your little money purse and buy and sell. There was no cash. On our
Are
collective,
those little tiny pieces?
yes, yeah, they have the
Oh,
little yes,
those
yeah,
are
yeah,
so cute.
and they have bars and they have everything. On the collectible stuff that we've got, we've only been doing this for like 3 weeks.
Right.
So $95 may not sound a lot, but if you put $300 in the bank in 3 weeks, you wouldn't make $95 in interest.
No.
So what we have spent has gone up $95 in 3.5 weeks. So we've already made $95 in profit.
Nice.
And then we've had a couple people go on and buy. So we get a little bit if you buy. We don't get a lot. We just get a little bit. But I'm really not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I want gold and silver in my house or in my place, so we have it if we need it.
Right.
But I want the people that listen to me to have an opportunity to buy something. No disrespect to the other companies that advertise, but who's got $10,000 to get started with? With these guys, you don't even have to sign up. The way we did Morris Mafia Gold, you can buy under me, so you don't even have to sign up. You can just go on the line and buy an ounce of gold, an ounce of silver, a pound. You can buy however you want to. And you never have to make another purchase. You can do it any way you want to. This is gold and silver for the common person. Do it at your speed, at your rate. Morris Mafia Gold, Morris Mafia Gold. You don't even have to say Jonathan sent you. You just type in Morris Mafia Gold. It takes you right to the page, and you buy what you want, hit the button, they ship it to your house.